A lot of deals are close to getting completed, including Nketiah to Nottingham Forest. That deal is close to being agreed, as reported by David Ornstein. What's the latest on Mikel? Merino will it get done before the Aston Villa game? What's the latest on Aaron Ramsdale? This is one that I thought maybe might not happen because we haven't really had any bids for Aaron Ramsdale, but it looks like it could happen. And then who will be his replacement as well? And then we'll also be talking about Leno and also another player that you're getting some money for this transfer window. So let's start with Nketiah. This is what David Ornstein has just reported. Nottingham Forest close to agreeing fee with Arsenal for Nketiah. Nottingham Forest also progressing talks over 25-year-old's personal terms. Top striker candidates. Negotiations continue after £25 million offer rejected. Arsenal want more towards 30 million to 35 million pounds. So David Ornstein has had this written on the article. Nottingham Forest are close to agreeing a fee with Arsenal for the transfer of Nketiah, while talks also progress. The Athletic reported on Monday that Forest had seen an opening bid worth 25 million, including add-ons rejected, having identified the England forward as their top target to bolster their attack. Arsenal looking for a figure more in the region of 30 to 35 million, and negotiations continue as Forest push to bring Nketiah to the City ground. The 25-year-old was ready to join Marseille earlier this summer, but the clubs were unable to compromise on a price for a proposed switch. Crystal Palace retain a long-standing admiration and have spoken to Arsenal, although currently they are not in the dialogue to the extent of Forest. Nketiah, who has been capped once by his country at senior level, has scored 38 goals in 168 appearances for Arsenal. He was a unused sub in the Wolves game over the weekend. So yesterday, Chelsea have just sold Broja to Ipswich for 30 million. How many games has Broja played for Chelsea in the league, and how many games has Nketiah played for Arsenal in the league, and how many goals has Broja scored for Chelsea in the league, and how many goals has Nketiah scored for Arsenal in the league? So that is why none of you will ever convince me that we should be letting Nketiah go for 20 million when Chelsea are getting 30 million for Armando Broja, a player who's been injured for like 11 months out of the last 12. He's been injured for like 23 months out of the last 24. He's never really done anything for Chelsea. He went out on loan to Fulham, never really did anything. Chelsea able to get 30 million for him. So why should you be selling Nketiah for 20 million? I don't agree with that. We are going to get the money that we want, or close to the money that we want. As I've always said, I'm happy to get even 28 million plus add-ons for later. As long as it's a package of more than 30 million, I think that would be a good enough deal for us. And even if it doesn't end up going to Nottingham Forest, there's still going to be other teams that want him. Again, as I've always said, it's not just those teams that will want him. Crystal Palace have mentioned, Bournemouth have been mentioned before, Nottingham Forest have now been mentioned, Marseille have been mentioned. There's other teams that are going to come in for him, and he's definitely going to leave because people are worried about Nketiah staying and us not signing a striker. I think he's definitely going to leave. We were told that we're not even just told, we were shown. These are his pictures and stuff getting cleared out from his box at the Emirates Stadium. That kind of shows that he's definitely going to leave. They're not going to clear it and then bring them back. I don't think so. So Nketiah is definitely going to leave Arsenal. It just it all depends on how much money we get and which team is going to end up in. That's not really a big deal for us as long as we get the 30 million wherever he ends up in. All the best to him. We just want our money, and then after that we can progress in terms of making other signings. But Nketiah, Nottingham Forest close to agreeing a deal that is good news for us. We have around 9 days to go now, so we have to get this done quickly. I'm expecting a lot of deals to happen between now and the 30th. A lot of players to leave and a couple of other players to come in. So let's see how it goes. But that's the latest on Nketiah. Let's see how that one goes.